Let me get my notepad really quick.
Thanks. Come on.
All right. You guys know what you're doing for your presentation?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look ready to go, buddy. You look you look fully ready. I like it. All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
You want me to start? You want me to time you?
No, that's okay.
Sure. All
I
right.
think I'm all right.
Cool. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, as some of you may know, my name is Matthew Dark, and today I'm going to talk about vocal delivery and some of the things that have helped me out this month, and some of the things that I'm going to continue working on. Some of the things I learned about vocal delivery would be pitch. As far as like being monotone equals being boring. So an example of that would be like my very first assignment for speaking. I was extremely monotonic, and I would hate to see someone sit there and have to watch it because they'd probably get lulled to sleep. Also, changing pitch keeps the audience interested and gets the message across that I'm trying to convey. And something to avoid would be using dramatic changes in pitch or the rate I'm speaking at. Speedy talkers can prevent audience from absorbing our ideas and making sense of them. So talking too fast can make it to where people can't understand and grasp everything that you're trying to say. We should change our rate and length of natural pauses when we speak syllables and words within phrases. Speaking in shorter sentences can help because if we don't, we can have problems with our audience grabbing and absorbing what we're saying. And also it can sound funny because we run out of breath. That happened to me during my second speech that I gave. I had pretty long sentences, and I was running out of breath. Now, using pauses can be a good thing. I've learned that, just not long ones. They allow us to add emphasis and meaning to our sentences, and we should try not to fill sentences with ums and ahs like I just did. So this is what I've learned this month, and it has helped me out, I believe, and it's some things that I'm going to definitely continue to work on in future presentations. Thank you for listening.
Good job.
Good job, Matt.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Who's next? I don't mind if no one else wants to.
I'll go.
All right. All right. Whoops. There you go. All right.
All right, ready? This is Samantha Gomez, and for our public speaking course, I found the most helpful thing to me was video lesson 2.1, which was engaging in storytelling. This is based on the concept that everyone hates death by PowerPoint, and they're right. It's not called death by PowerPoint for nothing. The audience loses interest before they even know what the topic is about or before you start to speak. And people are falling asleep or not paying attention, and that's where engaging in storytelling comes in. There's a reason that storytelling was the most common form of retelling history. It captures people's attention and imagination. When we listen to stories, our eyes dilate and our heart rate increases. We become transfixed on the storyteller. People are able to retell a story they've heard almost verbatim years afterwards, but struggle to repeat what they've just heard after a presentation. No one wants to read bullets off of a PowerPoint slide or hear someone else read them word for word to the audience. When we hear the authenticity in someone's voice and the pitch going up and down, the sincerity, we pay attention, we're interested in what they have to say. So during a presentation, when you relate things to life experiences, whether they're personal, like feelings of having a child, or universal, like learning to ride a bike, you're pulling your audience in with that story. You use metaphors to relate your information, and whenever you have facts to present, you use that as an opportunity for a narrative to tell a story. For example, when I was in the military, we had briefs that we needed to sit in on, and everyone thought it was a complete waste of time. And most of the topics were pretty serious, like sexual harassment or suicide prevention. But they had us sit in a room while someone clicked through a PowerPoint presentation and just read to us what was on the slide. It was not effective at all. People fell asleep or completely zoned out and missed everything that was said. And all people wanted to know was if this was mandatory and when was as soon as we could leave. I found the concept most helpful because after 4 years of giving military briefs, my presentations weren't that personal or entertaining. They become very matter-of-fact and professional, and not necessarily in a bad way, but definitely a boring way. I always made sure to give enough information, but not too much as to overload the audience. But I think because of the PowerPoint style of presentation I was using, my information still fell on deaf ears. I think using the storytelling method will allow me to connect more to my audience in a more personal way, allowing me to keep them engaged and interested in what I'm saying, ultimately leading to them retaining the information. That's it.
All right.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
All right, I guess I'll go. Samantha, you always write your stuff out. It makes it so hard to go after. You know?
Sorry.
Jeez. All right. I should start writing my stuff out. This is too late now. All right, I'll go. Whoops. Actually, one second.
Hey, was I the main person on the screen? Because I know Sean was up there for a little while.
Yeah, no, I control it on my end, so I just always click the person before they talk.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Hello, my name is Cory Ryan. This is assignment 4.2, kind of revisiting what we learned and what we found most useful in our month of public speaking. As some of you know, this is my second go-around, so I tried to take a different sort of approach to it. As opposed to learning everything fresh and new, I tried to sort of perfect and improve upon what I've learned from last time. Last time I had picked sort of something different from what I picked this time, and I think that sort of lends to how I went about this course. This time I preferred our last assignment to what I found most useful. The kinesics, proxemics, paralanguage. I really liked that assignment because I learned that you can use those things to sort of grasp your audience better, and not just from standing still or moving around, but as a way to sort of keep the audience's attention by maybe what you're wearing or your facial expressions, and not just based on the information you're giving to them. In my TED Talk that I watched, I found that the way the woman was dressed and the fact that she didn't move at all, for me, it's sort of added to what she was saying. So I liked that. I liked learning how to use that sort of in my favor, as opposed to feeling like I have to be constantly moving around when I'm giving a talk, or pacing back and forth and sort of feeling like I have to engage the full audience. Sometimes standing still and not moving can also help to what I have to say. In terms of using this in my personal life, sort of by coincidence, I've been having to give more and more speeches in the past month, which turns out to kind of be a good thing because I had to take this class again. So I've been actually having to use these things as opposed to just learn about them. So, but yeah, that's it overall. I actually enjoyed having to take this class another time. I think that it will serve me well in my professional life, and yeah, that's it.
Nicely done.
Good job.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
You're the man. You're the man of the hour.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Let me make sure. Okay, you are good.
Hey everyone, my name is Sean Ireland, and I'd like to take the chance and talk to you today about two of the course concepts I actually enjoyed and believe could help with future presentations, and honestly, that were flat out fun for me. When these two concepts are alone, they can help shape up your presentation and can make it a decent one, in my opinion. However, when you combine the two, it makes for an unforgettable adventure. These concepts are visual aids and audience interaction, or participation. Having an audience that will engage with your presentation can make for a remarkable experience. For example, in our first week, we saw a video by Phil Wachnow called "What Are the Secrets of a Great Wiki Talk?" In the video, he had a unique interaction with the audience. He gave the audience balloons to show how a presentation should be used and worked, by starting small and expanding upon it, just like how you would blow up a balloon. In order to keep the knowledge, we should tie everything we learned with a great closing sentence, one that will be remembered. Just like how we tie a balloon off from letting air escape. To me, this can be a difference between a run-of-the-mill presentation or an unforgettable one. The other concept is using visual aids. By using pictures, GIFs, or videos, you can capture the audience's attention, showing that a presentation can be fun without the use of bullet points or paragraphs. Also, having colorful backgrounds or funny images will have a much more lasting impression than a wall of text. From personal experience, I, for one, would not want to sit through something as boring as that. It would make me lose interest in a heartbeat. If you decide to use visual aids, make them fun. For example, use a picture of a rocket when talking about how prices are going up instead of a graph or a chart. Whatever you choose, it can make things much more interesting and engaging. As I said before, by combining these two, you'll have a unique and better presentation for your audience. It should be a fun and everlasting journey that will make it fun when you present it. Pretty much that's it. Thank you very much.
Good
That was
job.
good. Good job.
Thank you.
Everyone was right on time too. I timed everybody anyways.
Nice.
What sucks about William? I think I'm gonna try to maybe send him an email, but he should be getting the group checks. He's always in there, so
Yeah.
I don't want him to lose points. Are you guys gonna do the extra credit too?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely want that.